So far I have zero pressure on here. Today I'm going to be doing some food preservation. Vacuum sealing chocolate chips in these quart jars. I have one normal canning lid that I'm going to use for one of them just for comparison. I want to see how well these Tattler lids hold up vacuum sealed. Most people vacuum seal their jars using used regular metal lids and they just recycle them that way. But I don't really have any used metal lids because I rarely use them. When I started canning, I got Tattler lids. So we're going to see how it works with the Tattler lids doing the vacuum sealing. I am going to store them with the rings on, which is kind of unfortunate because I don't have tons of rings. I use my rings when I can. I haven't tried vacuum sealing before, so I may have to invest in more rings and more metal lids, but we'll see how this goes. I got this pack, so I have a wide mouth food saver vacuum sealer and a regular mouth one. I'll use the regular mouth one today, obviously. It also comes with a pump cord, but since I don't have a food saver, I won't be using that one. I will instead be using this one. I got a Brakebleeder. From what I've researched, the Brakebleeder is actually able to get a little bit better suction than using the food saver attachment, which is great. It's nice also because I can see what the pressure is at on the little valve. But I haven't tried it out yet, so we'll try it out and see how it goes. I think if you were going to be sealing a ton of jars at the same time, that this would get really tiring. But if you just do it little by little, I feel like this is going to be a manageable option. Let me show you what comes in the kit here. We've got the pump with a gauge, and it's got that little nozzle on the end that attaches to this hose. And then it has several attachments here, and I just need to find the one that fits correctly into the top of my food saver. So let's see which one's gonna fit here. That one does fit. Does this fit? Nope. So it looks like several of these we'll just leave. And I think these are actually the same. Oh, this one's a little wider mouth opening, so I'll probably go with that one. Might take less time. Yeah. So then I assume this just goes on the end of this tubing here. That in there, and then I'll just have to hold it on, but it should work good, hopefully. So today I'm doing chocolate chips. Like I said, I've got all these bags of chocolate chips, and we need to store them better. Well, I'll have to do it without a funnel because my kid stole my funnel. So, just going to be pouring. So I've had these chips stored already for probably a year. And they're starting to get that white coating. You can see that. Which is why I feel like I need to move them into better sealed jars. I'm just gonna make sure the tops are clear of some crumbs. And like I said, I've got 3 of my Tattlers I think maybe I do this without the ring on. Let's try that.
I bet it'll be much easier.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Oh yeah, there we go. We got pressure building. It's at 10. We're going to go up to 15. I've heard just kind of keep going till it stops building pressure. All right, let's try that.
It's really fun.
Okay, so we got the little pop off. It's definitely tight on there and vacuum sealed. So I did that to 18 pressure and it took me just a few seconds. I'll try it now with a Tattler. Let's see if we have any success with that. Alright, we're up to 18 on this one too. And it looks like it pretty well stops at 18. So pop that off. There you go. Alright, we're nice and tight. So
I can't even pull it off!
Yep, that's the point. It's called vacuum sealing. So you definitely do that without the lid on. Probably should have looked at vacuum sealing before I started this, but hey, it's working. Okay, put it on there. So I think it takes about 30 pumps. It's really not too bad. If you were going to be doing a lot, it would definitely get tiring. When I start doing freeze-dried food, I'm going to have to keep that in mind and make sure I've either got a partner to help or am just doing very small quantities. I'm at 15 on my pressure gauge. Almost to 18. This one's taking a little longer. All right, go ahead, pop that off. I'm going to leave this one actually without a ring and just see how it does in storage. So I'll check these. I'm going to label them so that I know when I've vacuum sealed them, and I'll check them every month and see how well that works. All right, so I ended up with 5 jars. The Brakebleeder worked awesome. It really wasn't too hard to do.
With me, it wasn't.
Yes, it does help a lot to have someone holding that. If you have to hold it and do the pump with one hand, I feel like I would get a lot more tired. Having 2 hands to do it makes a big difference. But I think this is going to be a really great little tool for vacuum sealing. And I'm excited about it because I got a freeze dryer coming, so we're going to be doing a lot of vacuum sealing. So I'm actually shooting a different video today, but wanted to give an update. I gave the vacuum sealed jars about a week, and 2 of my Tattler lids did pop. So I ended up just going in and taking the Tattler lids off of all the jars I vacuum sealed and replacing them with the metal lids. I think that'll hold up a lot better. I'm going to have to invest in some more metal lids, I guess, to do more jar vacuum sealing. But I'm glad I tested that with something that doesn't really matter if the lid's popped or not. Hopefully that's helpful information to you that the Tattler lids are a no-go for long-term storage with vacuum sealing jars.